Hey guys, what is going on? So, I'm going to be reviewing this beautiful 1/16 scale e-Revo, otherwise called the mini e-Revo or the small edition e-Revo or whatever you want to call it. I need to stop spinning, I'm sorry. But this is a very fun vehicle to play with. I totally recommend getting it. Let's get started. So the first thing when you jump into the chassis, you're going to see this massive brushed, well, if you have a brushed car, then you're going to see this massive brushed Titan 12-turn motor. Now this is actually a pretty good motor. It's not a very good crawling motor or off-roading motor, but it does the job for speed. Like if, for example, if you're a beginner, this is a great car to start with. I totally recommend this car if you're a beginner. But if you are pretty extreme, I would recommend the brushless, or just like get this car and then replace it with the. So yeah, also after the motor, you see this awesome receiver. This is a very good receiver. Now this can, this has range within maybe 200 feet, I think. But it's a very awesome range car. In the receiver, that does a lot of that work. So if you're ever wondering about the range, that's the receiver. And also the electronic speed control, a very nice. I've said that every single time. Also, the electronic speed control, if you're just wondering how to turn on your car, this is how. There's a little button here, you just hold it down. I don't have the batteries in right now, so I cannot show you that, but it's really easy to turn on. You just hold it down for a second, maybe? A second long? Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that everything on this car is waterproof. So guys, I would not recommend driving like straight into water, like submerging it in water. That is not good for the car. That will cause rust in the bearings, and that will not let the wheels spin. Also, another thing I would like to point out is that the main thing that would only break if you bash it hard enough, the only time I've actually broken the upper suspension arm is sending it off a quarter pipe. So that's like a pretty hard bash. I'm not saying this is bad quality. This is an amazing quality car. I totally recommend getting it if you are the type of beginner who likes to bash it. But the only downside is that it's not super fast, but it is pretty fast. And if you don't want to go through the trouble of switching out an entire new motor and like a brushless system and all the ESCs and all that, you can run it on a LiPo. Yes, this thing does take a LiPo. It has to be a very small LiPo to fit in these tiny little battery compartments, but it is an amazing car. In fact, you can run a triangle connector by having two LiPos, one in each little cell, and you can run a triangle connector and plug it into the ESC here. So I really appreciate that. Traxxas really thought out this car design. Also, if you're worried about this getting broken, there's a carbon fiber version of it on Traxxas. So guys, go order this car now. I totally recommend it. Also, another thing I would like to mention is that the remote, the transmitter, is not too fancy, but it will do the trick. It is a very comfortable, very light, high quality, very well thought out actually. You have this little segmenter here, so you can put your thumb right here and like rest your thumb. And it's very, very comfortable. I really love this remote design. And also, to get the batteries out, it's very simple. You just push down and then pull back. And please do not, don't worry about the mud here. I just dropped it in the mud. Don't worry about that. The remote is not waterproof, so do not think it is, because I've gone through a few remotes by dropping it in water. So yeah, do not now. Also, remote maintenance. I'm gonna turn it on here, and just so you guys can see. If you have a red blinking light like this, it means your remote batteries are dead and you need to replace those. But just simply turn it off, you know, open this, replace the batteries, turn it back on again, and boom. So yeah, that's the remote. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you out, please let me know down in the comment section, and if I forgot anything that you guys want me to point out, please let me know. So yeah, roll the outro.